season long between two elite runners colliding here today. Welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and LSU's Death Valley, home of the Bayou Bengals. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here with Kirk Hermstreet. Let's get this thing underway. This away to start us off. They'll return it from inside the 5. So the LSU Tigers offense comes on the field to open this game. Got a wide receiver here, Kirk, coming off a career performance last game. He was really unstoppable, bouncing around all week, looking to build on that and do even better this time.
Yeah, I think last week the thing that stood out when you looked at the film was he had a lot of one-on-one opportunities, and he made that defense really pay for it. Now it's a new week, new challenge. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I don't leave this guy alone coming off of the game that he had last week. Let's see how they defend him and how this offense can respond. My gosh, this defense heard all week about stopping this receiver. If you're going to do anything to have a chance to win, you got to stop this guy in the very first play of the game. First down and big yards.
They bring him down. The sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Back-to-back jump plays to begin the drive. The defense on their heels. And looking to throw now on first down. The receiver makes the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. It's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Delivers quickly to the left side. Makes the grab and keeps the foot in bounds. That's going to be enough for a first down. Great play. How about this? Not even 2 minutes in, and this offense has created a quick red zone opportunity. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Caught. Completion. Finally stopped at the 4. Great catch and run.
How about the consistency for this quarterback and his accuracy? That's 5 passes, 5 completions, and now he's got first and goal.
Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Tigers! They jump on top early.
Boy, this is a great way to start this game for this offense. Everything seems to be clicking. Quarterback's making great decisions. Here he makes a perfect throw to the receiver for a nice touchdown to get this game started right.
And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open scoring. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Coverage team flying down there. Good job. They limit the return. Not much there. So Ohio State's offense gets their first crack now. And this is a running game that comes in on a roll. The top back, over 100 yards rushing, found the end zone multiple times. Clearly he's going to be the focal point of the defense today, Kirk, you'd think, anyway.
Yeah, how much fun was it to watch this offense and watch him specifically, what he was able to do. Pretty much anything he wanted to do, he was able to capitalize on. Now today it's a different challenge. New game, new opportunity to showcase what he can do. And I think it's important that this offense show that they can do more than just run the football, because I think this defense is locked in to take him away.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior. Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up. And he'll drop back here on third down. Cannot connect, incomplete, and now fourth down. Early in the season, but I think you can sense both these teams realize there's a lot to play for, a lot at stake for their seasons, and they're just kind of settling into this game.
Well, just look at the atmosphere today. It's almost playoff-like out there. Both these teams understand what a win can do for them, and the intensity is jacked up out on the field.
And the coverage team makes the stop on this return. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The last drive, the passing game, very effective, moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. The pass is caught. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10. The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Here's the target, and it's complete. They make the tackle, but all the way down to the 17.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, LSU.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. You had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that second level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
With the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. Tackle at the 12. And Coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Now begin with a quick throw to the left. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker. No huddle here for the offense.
Chris, I think you got to give all the credit to the wide receiver here. Man-to-man coverage on an out route. That is a tough ask. Good inside move on the stem to separate from the...
They trap him and sack him back at the 10.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field, and that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. That one falls incomplete. They tried to press it deep, but now brings up 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the 2nd time. And the ball is away from his own end zone. And the punt is down just inside the 30.
Well, I thought the return team did a really good job of giving him some room to work with, but I feel like the returner was so focused on making a big play downfield that he forgot to take care of the football, and it cost him.
Catch made on the out route. He's brought down, but an explosive play for this passing game.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route with him. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 49. 1st down. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. And really keep the defense on their heels.
He takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
And they get set now to try the PAT. They convert the PAT, so the lead is now 21. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? Excellent work by the coverage team. He's brought down after just a short return. The first play of the drive now, they're backed up at the 12-yard line. Quick throw to the left. defense drops him for a loss. He went backwards there. A second down behind the sticks now. The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter.
Well, sometimes these wide receiver screens, the quarterback simply needs to play the numbers game to the outside, and he can avoid these negative plays in the future. Pretty much that simple.
It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. Solid performance so far, creating some separation. Here's the first quarter stats. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. He dumps it off to the tight end. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. Brought down after a shot. Turn, the pick, sets up his offense.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being really cautious. The defenders are just sitting back there and almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? Receiver makes the catch. They make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down.
Of all the receivers to lose track of, it's this guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country. He's lucky that wasn't a score.
To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Here's the snap, and he's looking to throw. QB to the tight end for a completion. And he'll get their first down yards before they finally bring him down.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Back to throw again. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Tigers.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation, that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. he's going to bring this. Loses the football. The scramble is on.
Another example of taking care of the football and how big of a deal this is. Usually it's running backs in practice that are working overtime on ball security. But after this, next week, this returner might be in those drills too. Can't be trusted to return it when you can't hold on to the football.
It's a shotgun run call. Nothing doing in that play. The big D tackle there for the stop. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. They'll feed the back again. Refusing to be brought down. Touchdown, LSU.
Man, that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield. He may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
Now the all-important extra point. And the extra point makes this a 35-zip game. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defense coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face. That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. It's a quick grab. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. The Buckeyes will line up to boot it away. He's on to boot it away now. Ball rolls dead, and the coverage team downs it right there.
What a mistake here, not protecting the ball. He got the ball away from his body. The coverage unit did a nice job of knocking that one loose, and they get on top of it for a nice opportunity.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Makes a quick catch. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. Wideouts now clustered. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the grab. The defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Catch is made down the middle. They bring him down, and a nice play moves the football to the 31 and a 1st down.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. Coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. From the shotgun, drops back, looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
We reach the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. He picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
The quarterback sees that this defense is dropping way back in zone coverage, so he does the right thing. Gets it underneath to that drag route and picks up a first down.
LSU has moved into the red zone. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Been a really productive drive, but the loss there now makes it 2nd and 12. Second down, looking to throw it. He's got it in the open. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Boy, great job here of finding him again. That's his 2nd touchdown reception of this football game.
Lining up to try the extra point. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And it's fielded. Returner trying to make something happen. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup in intermission, but in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. Quick throw to the flat. It's a screen. And the defense smothers him for no gain. Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
Well, it's been tough so far to get this drive going. Now they face 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Murphy. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. The drive stays alive with that first down completion. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Couldn't find anybody open and just has to throw it away. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Grab down the middle. It's Murphy. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half. Got a solid drive in the making here. First down at their own 43. First down. Looking to throw the football. It's a short completion to the tight end. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. And the offense will now quickly spend a timeout. That completion makes it 2nd and short. Actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's running out of time here. Just gets the pass away, but took a shot that time. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. He's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. The punt will bounce and head out of bounds. It's right near the goal line. Perfect execution. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The receiver grabs it. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Fellows, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Baton Rouge. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. It's time to throw it back to our guys in the booth to start up the second half.
All right, thank you for the update, Kevin. Appreciate it. And they'll kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. That's strong coverage there. They tackle him at the 11-yard line. Here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. They were reeling in the first half. It's a massive deficit to try to make up as we start the third quarter. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
An explosive play flips the field and suddenly puts this offense into scoring position in enemy territory. First down, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now. Still looking for that elusive touchdown, but finally this offense is moving. First down and 10. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just in 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a third down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion, right? He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
So now on fourth down, out comes the field goal unit. And it's good right down the middle. So they get the 3 points, but this remains a large deficit. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And here's the return from inside the 5. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Screen to the receiver in the flat. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense. Gives you not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Looking for a receiver. Finds his target, and it's complete. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
We'll see if the defense stays in zone after that big play, or if they can change things up on this drive and get a little bit more aggressive.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quick throw to the left side. Pass is incomplete. The defense affecting the quarterback with pressure there. After the incompletion, they'll come to the line with 3rd and 1. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. That pass is caught. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
Well, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
This receiver is putting on a show today. That is 3 trips to the end zone already. And based on how this defense is playing against him, this may not be the last time we see him in the end zone today.
And the PAT is good. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away.
Ohio State, 3.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. Here comes the powerful Ohio State offense onto the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Took contact on the throw. And that pass falls incomplete.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort. It's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. The punter has been very busy so far. Can they finally convert here on 3rd down? They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. The Buckeyes will bring their punt team on the field now. On to kick now for the 5th time tonight. Oh, and he's got some space here. You can see he's a dangerous return man. They finally grab him, but he sets the offense up in pretty good field position. And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. The passing game was so effective in the last possession, right down for a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. They bring him down, but a solid game there on 1st down. Needs to be just inches short of the marker. 3 receivers in a bunch formation as they come up on 2nd and inches. A handoff from the shotgun. He stopped, but he gets a 1st down. Offense showing a bunch formation now. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2. LSU is now operating in the red zone. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. And it's caught! Touchdown, LSU!
Great job here by the play caller, going to that 5 wide receiver set. You put all these guys out in space and create one-on-one matchups. Very tough on this defense to try to win all the matchups and give the quarterback credit for being able to find where he wanted to go to be able to come up with that.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoffs.